In the heart of the bustling city, Alex Mwangi's day begins before dawn. With determination etched on his face, he navigates the crowded market, his simple clothes a stark contrast to the vibrant chaos around him. Each step he takes is a step towards his dream of a better life. Even as he struggles to make ends meet, Alex Mwangi is a very humorous, kind, generous, and hopeful person, filled with joy and always smiling even when the odds are not in his favor. He is filled with hopes and dreams. He dreams of becoming a great poet. He writes poets and reads to people on the streets as he walks home dancing and singing. Most people thought that he was losing it. An owl who couldn't remember whether June came before or December. He'd hoot in dismay every single day and call every month Owlvember. He could say, laughing and entertaining the people around him. He never let his hard life get the best of him. Across town, in a luxurious home, Jasmine Wanjiku gazes out of the window, her heart yearning for freedom. Dressed in elegant Kikuyu attire, she feels the weight of her family's expectations. Trapped in a golden cage, she longs for a life where she can follow her own heart. Jasmine Wanjiku has for long wished that she could be able to do her own things. She was very talented in fashion. She wants to make her own dresses and clothing. She believes that one day her family will appreciate her and acknowledge her talent. But her family, especially her father, wants her to take over the family business. Her father owns a very successful publishing house. It is the best in the country and wants Jasmine Wanjiku to join him in running it, but Jasmine has dreams and aspirations of her own. One beautiful morning, as Jasmine was taking a walk to get away from her father to think, Alex was heading to the market. Across town he stopped as he saw two birds singing joyfully in harmony, and he could not resist but say a poem. In a meadow so green and fair, two birds took to the morning air. With feathers bright and voices clear, they sang a duet for all to hear. One perched on a branch so high, the other near a sparkling sky. Their melodies intertwined as one, a song of joy beneath the sun. The first bird sang a lilting tune, a serenade to greet the noon. The second echoed with a cheer, a symphony so pure and dear. When he is enjoying saying the poetry, dancing softly, Jasmine is walking towards him, being captivated and mesmerized by his sweet voice and beautiful poem. As Alex turns and sees her, his heart starts beating so fast, he almost drops his mouth, being astonished with the beauty that is standing before him. Jasmine can't help but laugh, seeing as how Alex is standing there frozen upon glancing at her. They were both filled with butterflies and so in love at first sight. Jasmine and Alex are so admired by each other. They share a lot in common. They would talk, laugh, and listen to each other's dreams for the future. With time, their love grows stronger and more passionate. Although from two very different worlds, Jasmine doesn't mind that. She has never been so happy and free like the way she is with Alex. But love is not without its trials. Mr. Kariuki, a man of wealth and power, confronts Wanjiku with fury in his eyes. Dressed in an expensive suit, he demands obedience, threatening to disown her if she continues to see Alex. The walls of their grand home echo with the clash of tradition and love. Dennis Masharia, a man full of pride and arrogance, comes from a wealthy family who are business associates with Mr. Kariuki. Dennis is very selfish and doesn't treat people with respect. He is canning and plans to steal Mr. Kariuki's publishing house behind his back. To keep this two families in power and wealth, Jasmine is asked by her father to take Dennis' hand in marriage, feeling that this is the only way they would stay in power. Upon hearing what her father asks from her, she is heartbroken and tarnished. She larches at her father, crying that she will not get married to Dennis and that she is truly in love with Alex. She tells her father that not once has he ever listened to her or asked her what she truly wants. All he does is order her around. Jasmine runs out of their home in anger and hurt. She stops at the very place Alex and her met. She sits down and starts crying. Meanwhile, Jasmine's father and mother look around Jasmine's room and find her fashion designs. He breaks down in tears, seeing how his daughter is talented and how determined and ambitious she is. He is filled with guilt and sets out to find her. Dennis hears that Mr. Kariuki has changed his mind about the marriage. He is furious. He heads out of the house in so much rage but trips over and falls down. People around hold their laughter, seeing as how that is humiliating for him. Alex found Jasmine crying all by herself. She told him what had happened. He was so heartbroken, but found a way to make Jasmine smile. When Jasmine family is on their way looking for her, they see Alex holding her hands. From a distance, they hear this beautiful poem that Alex says to her, "I love you more than pizza on a Friday night, more than Netflix when the Wi-Fi's just right. Your smile's the password to my Wi-Fi heart, and without you, I'd fall apart. You're the ketchup to my fries, my favorite side, the GPS I need when I'm lost on a ride. Like socks that always find their pair, with you, there's no question. Just love to share. Your love hits me harder than a sneeze, and with you, life's just a breeze. You're my sunshine when my skies are gray, the one who makes me laugh every single day. So here's to us, the perfect blend of love and laughter without end. Together, we'll face whatever comes our way with a smile, a joke, and a love that's here to stay." Jasmine faces lightens up and out of her a very big smile. Mr. Kariuki sees these and realizes what a big mistake he was making. He wasn't seeing Jasmine as he should have. He also noticed how talented Alex was. Mr. Kariuki walks up to them and apologizes for having been blinded by wealth and power and for not keeping his daughter's happiness first. He helps Jasmine set up her own fashion and design company, and he publishes all Alex's poems, which makes him very famous and respectable in the community. At last, Alex's and Jasmine's love triumphed against all odds. They did not let social status define them. They stood for what they believed in, with patience, perseverance, and love.